Alright, hello everyone and welcome now to game number 3 in the series between Moon and Reprisal. I'm gonna have to use, I guess, my NPR voice today, or for this particular game, just because my youngest daughter, Evelyn, is sleeping. She is homesick and trying to cast in between different types of naps. Hopefully I don't get interrupted, as I really don't have any idea on the length of this game. Anyways, as I mentioned, this is game number 3 in a best of 3 series. Moon spawning as the red night elf on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left hand side, we have Reprisal spawning as the yellow human. Gonna go ahead and speed things up to that 8 times speed already for you guys. As I do mention, and I hope you guys do with every one of my videos, please remember to like and comment. The more you like, the more you comment on my videos, the higher likelihood that the video does actually end up showing up on other people's feeds and whatnot. Also, thank you for all of you guys out there who support me through Patreon, support me by watching ads, support me through PayPal. I do need to get a new computer, and right now, well, things are going to be a little bit rough until I get that new computer up and running. I think I'm getting bad hard drive sectors that are causing my computer to blue screen of death occasionally. Hasn't really affected WarCraft 3 casting as of yet, but it may affect other things a little bit later. Alright, Militia purposely attacking that water elemental right there in order to lose aggro from the rock golem and the forest troll trappers. You can take a look. There is a wisp that may try to come in and suicide here in just a moment. Perhaps take down a water elemental. Oh, the water elementals are purposely getting away. As we're taking a look, the demon hunter just shot, or just getting to level 2 right there. Gonna pick up a tome of ability, gauntlets of ogre strength +3 as well. There you have it. And now move along his merry way. Moon playing a much more traditional demon hunter this time around, and it will be going up against an archmage. Archmage does have level 1 Brilliance Aura, and he will be dropping those water elementals here in just a moment, and now putting pressure onto the Moonwells. Very, very interesting strategy by going ahead and pressuring Moonwells. Moon is actually going to have a very difficult time trying to fight back. 2 Moonwells already gone, and not only does it limit the amount of production that is able to be done, it also limits how much healing is going to be happening at nightfall. Now, the big problem here is that it looks as though Moon was trying to cut some corners in terms of his particular build, and he was not expecting a traditional Archmage Footman rush. Now, as you can see here, the Demon Hunter is nowhere nearby. We don't see any Tavern Heroes, or excuse me, any Mercenaries to be able to be picked up, and the Demon Hunter is going to be forced to try and get back home in just a moment. Ancient of War was tanking a lot of that damage and wasn't really engaging whatsoever, and this game may end up finishing before it even really gets started. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter has decided to mass teleport into a location here, and somehow the Demon Hunter with is he almost going to take down a couple of militia? There he goes. Going to go ahead and mass teleport back home. The Demon Hunter does get to a Moonwell in time and is able to slip through. The Demon Hunter now being forced to deal with Scroll of the Beast, Mass Footman. This was a rather unusual strategy already, as the Wisp now trying to get away. Demon Hunter needs to figure out a way to heal. The Moonwells, as I mentioned earlier, were taken down, as it looks as though Reprisal is just going to go with a straight-up rush. Now, nothing wrong with Reprisal's strategy. Moon, however, just was not ready for the sheer number of units. It looked as though he was trying to go for a very, very fast tier 2 to get into Dryads and Bears and some other units. That just isn't working. Wisp now all being brought over, and now we see the repairs are underway. Footmen do all have defend. There is some detonation. Demon Hunter now getting in a lot of damage here. It looks like he will be able to fend off some of this attack, as the Wisp once more being brought over in order to try and survive. Alright, the units are still trying to get away. The Demon Hunter with a good bit of mana still causing a bit of problems. Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter here. Is he going to get to level 2 Immolation? That would actually be rather hilarious. Level 2 Immolation does deal a significant bit of damage here, as the Tree of Ages has suffered a large bit of damage. Alright, are the Wisp going to be able to continue to attack back? Let's take a look. There goes a little bit more damage. The Tree of Ages now down to 335 hit points, and now Moon somehow able to survive and hang on to this attack here. As we can take a look, there are Ancient of Wonders down over here. It looks as though the Demon Hunter is going to get his footman there, and the Archmage is going to be forced to retreat. Archers now trying to bring up the rear here. Demon Hunter going to be coming back around, but we see a quick Naga Sea Witch coming back around as well. So it is going to be mana burn being brought over. As we can see now, more damage being had. All right, for some reason, I do not see, what is this? The Demon Hunter may end up falling here. This could be very, very bad news. Trying to get away. Demon Hunter down to 29 hit points, and it looks as though a Cold Arrow will hit down to 9 hit points. Is he going to be able to get away? And it looks like he will not be able to get away. The Naga Sea Witch is right there. There is that final arrow in the heart, stabbing himself in the chest for good measure, and the Demon Hunter falls at level 3. That Pathing Footman causing some significant problems. Are we going to see a resurrected hero? And I think the main problem was that Moon just didn't have the gold to resurrect at all. Meanwhile, Goblin Shredder now being added off over here. And I gotta tip my hat to Moon. Only a player like Moon would have been able to even fend off such an effective rush. But it looks like Moon, without a Demon Hunter, without enough units, no real way to resurrect his hero or bring up a Tavern hero. And that is going to be the last of that, as the Tree of Ages may finally fall. Wisp does get taken down. One Moonwell down across over here. And there is the GG Moon, losing game number 3. And Reprisal, hats off to him for perhaps recognizing where this best of 3 series was going, and perhaps knowing Moon's particular strategy to try and do a very, very quick tech to tier 2. And that is one of the weaknesses in the Night Elf army. If you have your Ancient of War creep with you on a double creep camp that we saw on Amazonia, both an orange creep camp and a green creep camp, then you lose out on production severely. Also, no Hunter's Hall before the Tree of Ages was up, so no transition into Huntresses at all. Even if you saw the Huntresses would have fallen to those water elementals as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this best of 3 series. Reprisal taking down Moon in game number 3.